Good morning, guys and gals. I'm going to go over with y'all what I call my jump jug, and this one is probably my third or fourth design. I've redone it a few times over the years just for more ease of use, more proficiency, and let me walk you through it. It's pretty basic. So when I first started, I'd use a 5-gallon jug, and I had my injector valve right on top of it, and then a 50-foot lead, and so I basically have a 50-foot sweep around wherever that jug was. But it kept me having to go back and move it, and I hated having to retrace my steps. So what I did is I found these 2.5-gallon jugs, and instead of having that 50-foot lead on it, I put a 3-foot lead on it, because what it allows me to do is I can carry that in my left hand and I can have my gun in my right hand. So it's pretty basic. This is just, I can't even remember what gun this is. They sell it on one of the websites. I bought like 10 of them. And this one actually got ran over by a truck, and so it's got a little leak to it. But that's kind of why I use it as my, my downstream, because it's not important and it gets beat up. Oh, the other reason not to use a 50-foot lead is because, as you can see here, this quick connect's getting a little corroded. And when you're running, sometimes I'll run sodium hypochlorite through it, and it doesn't matter if it's stainless steel or what, it's gonna eat it up. So the less material, like the less hose and less fittings you have it running through, the less you have to replace eventually. I've got 2 different nozzles on there. One's a fan, one's a stream. It depends on whether I'm trying to hit up high or if I'm just trying to hit a large surface area. With the stream, I usually use the stream with the sodium hypochlorite and the fan with the hydroxide, just because the fan is more for flat work. But you can just swap them out real easy. I'm holding the camera in one hand, so that makes it a little difficult. Let's switch to the fan. Come on now. There it is. All right. So that's how easy it is to switch out. So what I did here is I just got some PVC tube, put it on a 90, kind of use some brass reducers to get it down to this hose size. I think this is like 5/16 or something like that, maybe smaller than that. And then 2 little hose clamps to keep it, keep the cap up here on top of the stick, on top of the tube, so that way it doesn't pull up out of the tank. So as you can see, I can pull on this and it really doesn't have much movement. You want to have a little bit of gap in there, because if you're pulling your downstream out of a bucket like this and you don't have any airflow, it's just gonna squeeze it from the vacuum pressure. So yeah, I've got some hydroxide in here now. Let me show you how it works. As you can see, I've got my whip line on here, so I'll start it up, put my whip line on, and then show you what to do. Hopefully this thing starts. D-ring. Whip line. So, like I said, got a little wheel hook to it, so just like that. And then I can pick that up with my left hand if I wasn't holding my camera, and then just walk around with it. I have 300 feet of length that I could go anywhere with. And that's it. That's all it takes. Probably, I don't know, $100 worth of parts. Maybe an hour worth of work. Easy peasy.